The leatherback, green, loggerhead, hawksbill, flatback, Kemp's ridley, olive ridley. These sea turtles have been declared endangered or threatened by the National Marine Fisheries Service since 1970. The causes for their endangerment lie in one common thread: humans. The fisheries around the world are in charge of catching most of the seafood. When out at sea, they can at times capture sea turtles with their nets. They don't release them back into the wild. Coastal development is also a great factor in bringing them to their extinction. Humans are not leaving enough space for the sea turtles themselves. Pollution is no less than a threat than an endangerment to every animal. Half of sea turtles are ingesting plastic bags, which in the end kills them. Our mission is to rescue, rehabilitate, and release injured sea turtles, educate the public, and assist with conservation efforts for all marine turtle species. This is Sea Turtle Inc.
Sea turtles are important for a lot of different reasons, and it really almost depends on the species. So one of the things a lot of sea turtles do is they keep our food web in check. They cycle nutrients, so sea turtles are highly migratory. They'll go all around the world, and so they bring nutrients from one part of the ocean to another, and even up on our shores when they nest. So there's a lot of really great things that turtles do to help our ocean environment, and if they were to go extinct, the ocean would suffer for sure.
Ila Loetscher, just an ordinary woman who did extraordinary things. She married David Loetscher, moved to the East Coast, but after David died, she came to visit her family, who were winter Texans here in the valley, fell in love with the island, and built her house over on the Gulf. And that was the beginning of Sea Turtle Inc. in Ila's backyard, which she built tanks and devoted the rest of her life to educating people about the plight of sea turtles, and especially the Kemp's ridley sea turtle.
Sea Turtle Inc. is a nonprofit organization, and we have three parts to our mission: sea turtle rehabilitation, and that's the hospital that you're seeing here; conservation, which is basically just supporting the conservation of all the species of sea turtles, whether it be just protecting them in their environment, protecting them while they're laying eggs. The Kemp's ridley specifically is what we work with here on this beach, and then educating the public. A big part of conservation is just having people understand what sea turtles are and why they're important and why we should care about them.
Jerry, an Atlantic green sea turtle, was stranded on the beach during Hurricane Allen in 1980. Sea Turtle Inc.'s founder rescued him, and even though he had no physical injury, she decided to use him as a research and education turtle. Jerry has made appearances on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and The Late Night Show with David Letterman. Jerry isn't allowed to be released back into the wild due to constant human interaction, so he is kept as a permanent education turtle at Sea Turtle Inc. In 2005, Allison, a 12-year-old green, was attacked by a predator, which resulted in the loss of her two back flippers and her left front flipper. Sea Turtle Inc. took Allison in, and with special permits they began the process of developing a prosthesis that would fit the nubs on her back. Without the prosthesis, Allison isn't able to come up to breathe or swim down to the bottom to rest.
So what you see on her is she's got a harness that snaps on her back, and then it holds a carbon fiber rudder that sticks out behind her. And so when she flaps that flipper, instead of spinning her in a circle, it counters that motion and basically makes it a thrust where she goes forward. So when she has that prosthesis on, she is able to swim like a normal turtle.
The device was the first successful sea turtle prosthesis ever, inspiring many other prostheses around the world. Allison has been on The Today Show, People's Magazine, and PBS did a webisode about her. They all think it's amazing how she's growing and able to function great with just one flipper. Throughout the course of documentation, we were there to witness Sea Turtle Inc. in action. A sea turtle by the name of Peaches was found with a wound across its face from a boat propeller. It was immediately taken to the care facility of Sea Turtle Inc., where they cleaned the wound out and removed dead bone and granulation tissue that inhibits healing.
He looks pretty plump, looks pretty healthy, so we think that he's got a pretty good outlook.
Sea Turtle Inc. strives for the preservation of all species of sea turtles. Without them, the world would drastically change, as they are a vital part of our ecosystem. They're delicate creatures of the sea that deserve to be protected and taken care of.